Now, the African Union mission in Somalia has welcomed its newest member, Sierra Leone, and its armed forces. The advance team joined Uganda, Kenya, Burundi and Djibouti in the fight against al-Shabaab. The 850-strong contingent is expected to deploy shortly into southern Somalia, where they will operate alongside the Kenyan contingent. Ndiho has more.
Sierra Leone became the fifth African country to join AMISOM forces in Somalia in the fight against al-Shabaab, a hardline Islamist group with links to al-Qaeda, which has risen from obscurity to international prominence in the last couple years. Government critics say the soldiers are needed back home to prevent possible violence, since they contend that Sierra Leone is still recovering from the civil war that ended in 2002. Last month, while speaking to Voice of America, Sierra Leone's president, ERNEST by KOROMA, dismissed those critics and said that it was Sierra Leone's time to pay back to the international community.
We have transformed our military, and there is a need for us to support other countries who are now in the position that we were some years back. I think it is only normal for us to come back and support, to promote peace, as other countries supported us when we were in their need. So to us, it is a payback time to the international community.
The Sierra Leone deployment will permit the Kenyan troops in southern Somalia to withdraw 1 battalion from the sector, as per the UN Security Council Resolution 2036 that was passed in 2012.
We will be joining in the rest of the other contingent in AMISOM to ensure that we are able to implement the African Union mandate in Somalia. The peace process is currently on enforcement. However, the news is telling people that Somalia is getting back to where it was. So our main focus now is to assist in the stabilization of the Somalia.
Sierra Leone was engulfed in a civil war for more than a decade that left more than 50,000 people dead and hundreds of thousands displaced. It was the regional forces under the umbrella of the Economic Community of West African States Monitoring Group, or ECOMOG, that intervened and restored calm. Now, Sierra Leone's defense forces say it's their turn to partake in such missions.
They are now partakers of global peace enhancement. And of course, during our own 10 years of civil war, people came from different countries to support our peace achievement. And now that we have the opportunity to reciprocate that particular aspect, we are very happy.
Some residents of Freetown share the same sentiments.
I feel fine because I know say the country don't begin improve, because we see the international people, then the member, but then they call we for peacekeeping, we soldier there for peacekeeping, so I feel fine.
The Africa Union Peace and Security Council authorized the integration of a contingent of Sierra Leone armed forces into AMISOM early last year. Since then, AMISOM troops in support of the federal government of Somalia have pushed al-Qaeda-affiliated al-Shabaab terrorists from much of southern and central Somalia. Ndiho, VOA News.
We want to know what you think about Africa 54 and the stories we cover. Join the conversation on Facebook. The address is Africa 54. And check out our headlines 24/7 on voaafrica.com.